Welcome to Seattle, ranked the number 4 city out of 10 as the most moved to city by millennials, and the headquarters for our new venture, Prompt Pet. Hi, I'm Shelly, and I'm one of the 5 founders of Prompt Pet, which is a transportation and scheduling assistant app that helps us get our pets around the city. Today with me, I have Calvin and Griffin, who you can't see in the video shot. But I'd like to introduce you to this great transportation service for those of us who own pets in a downtown Seattle metropolitan area but can't seem to find the time to get our pets where they need to be. Our next slide, I'll introduce someone who will be able to give us a little rundown of how they work in a city while owning a pet. See you soon. So hi there.
Hello.
We're back with Grayson Miller, who is a millennial currently working in Seattle, who happens to own, as you can see, Calvin here, who you saw in the earlier episode of me walking down Pike's Place. And this guy, if you can see him in the frame here, he likes to sniff grass, is Griffin. He's my dog. So let's kind of get an idea of the services that some of the millennials, specifically Grayson here, needs when caring for a pet in the metropolitan area. So Grayson, tell me, what brought you to Seattle?
Work brought me here. I'm a landscape architect, and really the only job opportunities that were promising were here in Seattle.
Okay. And so, was Calvin with you when you came to the city?
He was.
Okay.
So I've had him for quite a few years.
Okay.
And I didn't want to get rid of him because I'm kind of emotionally attached. We kind of have this really awesome bond, so
Okay.
I had to find a place in Seattle that will allow me to have this guy. And,
Here you are today. So just out of curiosity, I'm sure Calvin needs a bunch of services like, veterinary. Our core 4 at Prompt Pet is veterinary, daycare, there are birds, daycare, walking, and grooming. So are any of those services something that you currently use for Calvin?
I don't do grooming, but I do have to take it for regular veterinary updates, whether it needs inoculation shots, vaccines, stuff like that, in case he gets sick.
Okay.
So
just out of curiosity, do you own a car here in Seattle?
I do not. It's just not practical to own a car in the city.
Have you been able to transport Calvin to the much needed services like his inoculations and physicals and whatnot?
Yes, but it's been kind of difficult. Usually what I'll do is really dire circumstances, I'll just walk him if I have to, if he's healthy enough, he's not sick. Sometimes I'll take an Uber, but that's kind of a struggle because some Ubers don't allow dogs or pets, so I have to find something that kind of coincides with my needs for Calvin.
Okay. So many of the millennials here in the city, like Grayson himself, find that they have pets and there aren't any transportation services for them to use, like Uber. It doesn't always require or allow pets in the vehicle with them. A lot of the demographic here in the city don't have transportation. They use public services. One of the things that we like to kind of compare our service to, as Grayson has indicated, is Uber. We are the Uber for pets. We call ourselves Prompt Pet, and we cater to those who don't necessarily have a vehicle within the city yet own a pet, and it doesn't have to be a dog, it can be any pet, that requires transportation to services such as boarding, grooming, and in Grayson's case, veterinary services. So, Grayson, do you think this would be something that you would use, or do you know of others that have told you or have the similar circumstances you do while being in the city with a pet?
So I know a few coworkers that have pets, and I know that they use other services. I have one friend, for instance, that's not had a very good experience. And I think they've had some stuff go awry with their apartments. And it's kind of makes me a little nervous having somebody come to my home and picking up my dog. But I think if they can pass good background checks, they come from a good place and they're reliable, I can see myself using the service like that.
So one of the things Prompt Vet does do is we do background checks on all of our employees who transport the animals to and from their appointments. Another thing that we also offer is every one of our employees are animal certified, which means that they go through specialized training in order to handle most of the pets. These guys right here are pretty calm. But there are some animals we'll get in touch with that are special needs. Some of those could even be birds. So with that being said, Grayson, do you think that if given an opportunity, Prompt Pet would be something you would use in the city for Calvin?
I think so, yeah. It would make my life a lot easier to be able to come and go from work. Because I don't always have the best hours because I have to deal with clients that work a regular 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, whatever, what have you. So sometimes I kind of have to go at the leisure of my clients. So every now and then I'll have an appointment at 7 p.m. or I'll have an appointment early in the morning. So my schedule's not totally reliable, and it'd be nice to be able to have a service where I could have somebody who can take care of my dog.
Okay. One of the things that Prompt Pet offers is a connectivity to services that Grayson needs, such as dog walkers or daycare facilities within the city. Again, veterinary services is a big one, and not that he would use it, but grooming is another. I know Calvin could probably use a bath like my guy every once in a while. But those are services we offer. We connect the people with pets to services they need by offering a scheduling app that gets us, the transporters, Prompt Pet, to those appointments in a timely fashion. Thank you, Grayson, for taking out time today. I know this is one of the nicer days in Seattle. It's not raining and it's not too hot. To speak with us regarding this, to kind of give us an insight as to what the people of the metropolitan area really could use. And we know that Prompt Pet will be able to fill that need. Thank you so much. It was nice talking to you. And thank you, Calvin. I appreciate the time, buddy. Thank you. Hi there. This is Shelly again, one of the founders of Prompt Pet. And as you got to listen to and see earlier, our interview with Grayson, we are a scheduling application that provides transportation for your pets to important services such as boarding, grooming, and veterinary, and even walking. We are located in downtown Seattle. That is our initial flagship city. And we are looking forward to speaking with you on the investment options we have available for you to become a part of Prompt Pet's family. Last year, Americans spent over $70 billion on boarding, veterinary services, and grooming in 2017. That's according to the American Pet Products Association, or for short, the APPA. Since 2014, millennials, such as Grayson, has acquired pet ownership that accounts for the largest pet ownership demographic in over 29 million households. That's huge. There is a tremendous demand for a digital pet market. It's just not out there. Prompt Pet is an idea for a peer-to-peer digital pet app that combines multiple services into an all-in-one interface, which is not provided by any other competitor. Our competitors currently are, Rover. I'm not sure if you've heard of those. They do not provide transportation. WAG, same kind of demographic. They do just walking, again, do not provide transportation. Prompt Pet will provide transportation services for the most common pet owners' needs, such as the boarding, the grooming, walking, and veterinary services. We call those our big four. Those are generally what most of the people go out to seek for their pets. In a place of multiple apps, Prompt Pet intends to be the one app that pet owners trust and turn to for their pet needs. The mission of Prompt Pet is to save pet owners the time through an all-in-one solution to meet the needs of their pets through an application that is specifically designed for Prompt Pet and its customers. It consists of a proprietary app, an exclusive pet referral system that we have, and a brand name that pet owners will trust. The app, again, features the big four core services. We have transportation and scheduling for boarding. We have transportation and scheduling for veterinary services and grooming. We also provide scheduling services for dog walkers, and that entails them coming to your house, so you may not even need transportation for that. We connect local services with the customer at a discounted rate through strategic partnerships. Additionally, that customer will have the transportation options for each service that can be scheduled in real time and in future time. Can't do it today, want to schedule it for a week out. I'm infamous for doing that. Bam, bam, set it in the app. You get reminders. Your service is all set up. Very, very easy. And not only that, it benefits employed drivers who get a stable and scheduled work environment through this application. It does meet a couple of different criterias. Our target market are married couples and single females, usually between the age of 25 and 35. They're the ones who own the most pets. This specific demographic has shown that the greatest need is for pet services. The busy work schedules, the travel, they demand an external interaction to ensure adequate care for their pets. And through this, Prompt Pet's target market focuses heavily on that millennial generation who are largely reliant on these apps to make, and they make up this large percentage. What would we do without our phones? Honestly, I can't say that I would know what to do. Right now I'm recording this video on my phone. Our marketing and sales strategy, we intend to launch in Seattle. You saw me in front of Pike's Place. It is the epitome of Seattle. One of the reasons I chose to shoot there, not only me, but two animals, Griffin and Calvin. We want to quickly expand into San Jose and Los Angeles, California. These two cities have, I would say, the exact demographics that Seattle does, and we feel that if we initially start in Seattle, we can then move quickly into these two cities once we work out our quirks on this. The product will be a clean, simple app that provides the scheduling for the big four, as I stated before, with the pricing at or below that of our competition. And by competition, I'm mostly referring to Wagon Rover. But again, remember, they do not offer a transportation service for you. You have to either trust them to come into your home. As Grayson said, he had an experience like this, or you have to be there. There's no someone picking it up, no one taking the time. The service has to come to you. At Prompt Pet, we provide the transportation and scheduling to take your pet to the service. A lot of veterinary do not offer these services. There are very, very few mobile veterinary clinics that will come to your home these days, unless you own a horse. Well, that's a whole different story, isn't it? And I don't think we've worked up to that point yet. Rover and Wag are the two largest direct competitors to Prompt Pet. They're both founded in the past 7 years. They're fairly new, and they have grown through paid promotions, partnerships, and acquisitions, the same exact route we plan to follow. And despite these two large competitors in this industry, the barriers are very low. A majority of the target market is unaware of the pet apps that are available, including pet prompts. And we need to make sure that we get out there, that they know we're there, and that we're here to provide a service that is greatly needed in these cities. To minimize expenses, the company will consist of a 4-person staff and a small office that's rented for the first 3 years. We do not expect to extend further than this, as our app is mobile. We rely on our partnerships through different cities. So to be honest, to reduce our overhead, offices aren't needed throughout the country. The staff will consist of specialists in IT, sales and marketing, operations, and risk management. These are our 4 core beliefs. We need these employees on site. Consultants will be utilized for our legal and technology, with any additional services that come around to various employees, and that's based on the competency, skill, and knowledge with them. Our financials, Pet Prompt estimates a break-even point within the first 5 years of launch, with employee salaries being the most expensive initial expense. The projected sales growth will generate a profit of approximately $300,000 by year 5, assuming the introduction of Prompt Pet within the San Jose and Los Angeles areas. We are seeking an initial investment of $750,000. This investment will come in the form of a 5-year, 100% convertible loan with a first priority lien position on all business assets, to include our IT and our customer database. These are what drive us. These are our important assets. Without these, we would not exist. In 2020, which is year 2 for us, a second round of funding will be sought with an additional $750,000 to ensure that we can expand this business into San Jose and Los Angeles. By this time, we'll increase sales. The revenue should be generating, and we feel that the quirks by this time should be worked out with our initial flag city of Seattle. The exit plan for Prompt Pet is via acquisition or a merger with a major competitor by year 5, which provides investors an opportunity to liquefy if they don't feel like they want to be in the game. This can be seen through WAG, who just had a $317 million Spotify influx of cash. Rover just had $100 million. They bought VistaVet, which is a veterinary vet. So they're getting to a point to offer services, but I believe Prompt Pet is there first. And I think we can cover the needs. I think we fulfill the space. And I think Prompt Pet has the passion to carry this forward. And there are other markets we would like to see get into. We also our outreach program to help those who may be confined to homes. This is a great service, and of course a reduced price should be offered to those who are not able to get out to take their pets to ensure that they get the care they need. And ultimately, Prompt Pet's goal is to provide this safe environment to ensure all people, owners of pets, can have a pet and ensure that the safety and the care of that pet is met. Prompt Pet is here for you.